Hey guys, it's Jen. Welcome back to Joyful Living. Today is another Runday Monday, and I am, as you may or may not know, training for the Fairy Tale Challenge, which is going to happen in February down in Walt Disney World. Today I'm going to be sharing with you about my long run. I'm going to tell you two things that help me get through horrible long runs and quite honestly help me get through life. And I'm going to talk things like costumes and also share with you another YouTuber that I really like. I'm going to start doing that every week. So if you're into any of those things, stick around, and I'm really glad that you're here. Yesterday, I did my 8-mile long run, and you know, the Jeff Galloway training plans are awesome, but you do ramp up a little earlier than some other training plans. And so this training plan actually has me going all the way to 12.5 miles. But I like it because we increase mileage every other week instead of every week. And I find as a 49-year-old runner that really does help me recover, and it keeps me from having as much soreness and that sort of thing. So I'm perfectly okay with a longer training cycle and kind of going the further distances. I really do walk into the races feeling very prepared. Having said all that, I was not ready for an 8-mile long run yesterday. I had only done 6 weekend before last, which, I mean, 6.5 is what was on the schedule, so it's not like it was drastically different, but I had a fall during one of my shorter runs last week. If you didn't watch my weekly vlog, I'll put a link to that right here if you want to go hear all about that. So it wasn't that I was hurt, but I was definitely a little sore. I had taken an extra rest day before my long run, and I just, I wasn't feeling it. Like, getting out the door took everything I had, y'all. I cannot even tell you. Like, the whole morning I was fighting it. I was like, this is stupid. I don't want to do this. Why do I even run? I don't feel like doing this. I'm going to cancel the race. I mean, you name it. I was having a serious pity party in my own brain about getting this run done. But I put on my clothes, I put on my shoes, I got in my car. This is me in my car, in case you didn't know what driving looks like. And I went to the running path where I always do my long runs. I will tell you, there was no weather problem. There was no temperature problem. It was a delightful day. There were lots of runners out. There were lots of dogs out. It was actually really a beautiful day for a run. My mind, however, and my body never really quite got into it. And I've mentioned this before, but one of the great ways to ensure you finish a long run is to do an out and back from where your car is. So if I was going to do 8 miles, that meant I had to get to 4 miles, which meant I had to come back because I had to get to where my car is. And really, with the Galloway program and with a lot of training programs, that long run, even if you have to walk a lot of it, it's totally fine. It's really just about getting in the distance. Now, one of the things I did tell myself, because I was a little sore, was that instead of making the goal 8 miles, I was going to make it a time goal, which I had decided if I was going to aim for like a 12:30 to 13 minute per mile pace would put me at somewhere between an hour and 40, an hour and 45. So I really went by that instead of mileage. And that's a great mental tip, especially if it's a mileage that you are like really intimidated by, kind of viewing it as time on your feet instead of actual miles. For some reason, it really helps my brain and I don't get as stressed out. So I knew I needed to go out for about 50 minutes and come back for about 50 minutes. So that was really how I timed it. I didn't look at pace. I just determined within myself that for yesterday's long run, those things weren't going to matter. I did end up finishing it around 13 minutes per mile, which I was extremely happy with. But I just need to tell you guys, I wanted to quit so many times. Now, if I were to tell you how many times in my 10 years of running I have run 8 miles, I don't know, maybe 4 dozen times. Like, I have done 8 miles so many times. This should not be an intimidating distance for me. But for whatever reason, my head just could not get into the game. And I really had to remind myself of 2 things that kind of have become our mantra around here. We have been through a lot in life, way more than, unless you really know me well, you would have any reason to know about. And I really do focus on the positive here, but there are 2 things that have gotten me through over and over and over again in running and in life. And that is gratitude and resilience. And all of the times yesterday when I wanted to quit, I just kept telling myself that little mantra, gratitude and resilience, gratitude and resilience. And I would mentally go through a checklist. Okay, I'm grateful that my legs are working. I'm grateful that my heart is beating. I'm grateful that the sky is blue. I mean, everything, you guys. I'm grateful for that squirrel. It's this mental game that I play that really gets me out of a funk. And then when I'm done with the gratitude and I still don't want to keep going, that's when I really dig deep and I have to go to the resilience. The reason I love resilience and how it works with running and in life is it's a muscle. The more you get knocked down and you get up again, I get knocked down and I get up again. You can go ahead and sing. I can't sing the whole song because copyright, but the more you get knocked down and you get back up again, the more you remember that you know how to get down and get back up again. It is always survivable because guess what? If you're sitting here listening to me talk right now, whatever you've been through is survivable. And so yesterday during the run, when I wanted to quit and everything in me wanted to just not only quit that run, but quit running, period. I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. This is just too hard. Why some days running feels fun and easy and other days it feels like pulling teeth, I have no idea. I don't show up every day for every run as the same person. Some days I seem to have this almost supernatural athleticism and I'm able to run so much faster than I think I'm going to. Other days I go out there feeling like, oh my gosh, I'm in such a good place and I have the worst run ever. There doesn't honestly seem to be any rhyme or reason to it. There might be, might be my cycles. It might be cycles of the moon. It might be, who knows? All I have to say is that it is perfectly normal to, on different days, to show up and feel like you are a completely different runner. And if that makes me crazy, then we're all in the same crazy boat together. But when I can practice gratitude and resilience, I find I can get through the miles, I can get through the challenge. And even when I've had a bad run, like I did yesterday, I can think back to all of the bad runs I've had in the past and that they were all survivable and that I got up the next day and was able to get back on the trail. So those are my words for you for today. Gratitude and resilience. Tuck those away somewhere. Pull them out when you're having a really bad day in life or a really bad day with running. And I think they will go a long way towards helping you realize that you are stronger than you think you are. Now, moving on to a little less, deep topic. It is about time to pick your running costume. So if you're running the Fairy Tale Challenge with me, you do need to be thinking about what you're going to wear. I have done stuff about costumes in the past. I don't really do like costumes, but I do like to dress fun for Run Disney events. Yeah, it's time. So we'll talk about that coming up, but you need to start thinking about how you maybe want to dress up. One thing on costumes, make sure that you have run in them. If you don't want to run outside in a sparkly skirt and wings or whatever it is you're wearing, I totally get that. But at least make sure you go for a trial run on the treadmill because you really don't want to find out at mile 9 of a half marathon that something's chafing or pulling or not comfortable. You will see many costume accessories tossed to the side of the road in a Run Disney event. It's just kind of part of what we do. So now is the time to be thinking about that. Plus, thinking about the costume for me always makes it feel like, oh my gosh, this is actually happening. We're really going to do this. The other thing I want to start doing on every Runday Monday is sharing with you guys another YouTube creator that I really like. I think I've talked to you guys about her before, but I never miss Heather Jurgensen's YouTube updates. She is Go Find Your Awesome. That's her website. But she is training for Dopey, and this girl is so dedicated, and she's just like us. She's dealing with kids and family and house issues, and her sweet dog has had some problems lately. So I love that she is very gracious with herself, and she, passes that along to us. So if you're looking for another great Run Disney YouTube creator, definitely check out her channel. I will link it right here, and I will also link it below. I've had the opportunity to meet Heather in person, and she is the real deal. So definitely go and check her out. Also, and then I'm going to let you guys go. Next week's Runday Monday is going to be a Q&A. So what I want is your running questions. Now, I did get a few running questions on the Q&A that I did for my other channel, so I'll add some of those. But I want to specifically talk about Run Disney, maybe logistics. I'm not really good about like the training specifics because I'm not a running coach, but when it comes to logistics and all of that, maybe you want to know about, cold running gear, or maybe you want to know what to ask your spouse for Christmas or things like that. Put those in the comments below and I will get to as many of those as I can in next week's Runday Monday. Okay, I hope you're having a great week. I hope whatever you're doing, you're finding joy. I hope you're also finding gratitude and resilience. And don't forget, you're stronger than you think you are. I'll talk to you soon and have a great day. Bye-bye.